Thank you so much for stopping in. Today's transmission, the writing is a little bit different. It's called Time Crystals. And basically what happened was it came in two parts, so I'm putting them together in this one video. I had heard something about time crystals, that somebody had created a time crystal in a computer, and I thought, well, let's find out what universal energy has to say about it. So the title of the writing is Time Crystals, and I asked, can you tell us about them? The first thing that happened was I wrote extrapolate on the top of the piece of paper. And I think that has something to do with the whole message. But anyway, this is the transmission I received. There is talk of time crystals that have been created by quantum systems. You see, dear ones, this talk and assumed conclusion is driven by the wants of humankind and their application of the physics that are commonly known by those upon the earth realm. The data that goes into the quantum system is human attained. It is not created with the QS as reported. Indeed, it does calculate and it does indeed formulate and crunch the data accumulated in an extremely fast degree. This does not make the quantum system machine intelligent. It does not give the quantum system machine the ability to think, in quotes. It processes the data that is input as a human would do, excuse me, and does do. Just because the machine transacts fast, underlined, it does not make it humanly intelligent. You must utilize this machine for good activities towards sovereignty of individual persons. Take the knowledge, sorry about that. Take the knowledge that you have associated to the quantum system. Just a second. See if I can get that one. Take the knowledge that you have associated to the quantum system creating a time crystal and examine the knowledge. You see, if you examine the knowledge, you will come to know that your brain creates this time crystal just as it is assumed that a machine did. Your brain ability, if partially more engaged, you will find that you can turn on the ability to know all that is, if it is the past knowledge, the current knowledge, or the future knowledge. All that is available to you. Think of your brain as having the ability to crunch numbers, crunch data, extrapolate data that you can utilize for many reasons. Be them the reasons, in parentheses, be them in parentheses, the reasons: personal, humanitarian, group health, or societal. And then a little bit later on, this next segment came. And so this is the second part of this time crystal message. This is the transmission I received on the second part. They kind of go ... They're continuing on. Generated by a quantum, in quotes, machine, we enter now to tell you the quantum machine is capable of processing the data that is input by humans in an almost instantaneous time. This is true. You must remember the machine can only process what a human can input or does input. The machine humans have developed is a simulation of the human brain, yet the quantum machine will never reach the abilities that your brain is capable of. Thus, in relation to the so-called developed time crystal that is said to have been created, generated by a quantum machine, has in fact been created, yet if you endeavor to utilize your brain, your human brain, you can achieve becoming a time crystal yourself. You can achieve becoming a quantum processor yourself because you are a quantum processor. You just don't believe it yet. Dear ones, the reporting that there is a quantum computer, that there is a quantum system that will lead all to renewal, that there is the ability to create a time crystal, is placed in front of you to encourage you to know, underlined, your own abilities if you channel your brain energy in any direction. You are a quantum system. You can access time knowledge backwards and forwards. You can calculate all data that exists within the Akashic knowledge. You can access all the data that you have accumulated through your various lifetimes. You can access, if you believe you can access, past, present, future. You are equipped with the brain, with the soul, with a heart. The recognition that utilizing what you already have is much greater than what a machine can produce is an important aspect. The machine cannot access the Akashic records. The machine cannot access your independent experiences. The machine cannot interpret emotions, the varying range of emotions that exist. The machine cannot access individual thoughts or individual responses of an individual. A machine can only process what has been input. It cannot associate an emotional response. It is not capable. Yet you can. You can relate the numerous way humans emote to numerous input. And, underlined, you can relate all this instantly in the past tense, in the present, and project it to the future, instantaneously. Something a machine is not capable of doing because it does not live, it does not have emotion, it does not feel, or even sense love. It knows the words love, happy, sad, but it doesn't have the emotional capability to translate that into a realistic, natural answer, like you are capable of doing. Indeed, it will take practice for you to get to the understanding that you are, underlined, a quantum system. You have the knowledge. You have the ability to tap into the knowledge of all time, space, to retrieve all information you desire. Fear does hold you back. Therefore, using a computer that is called quantum, or a computer that has, underlined, created a time crystal, is presented to you so you begin to recognize the ability to utilize quantum energy, first through the introduction of a machine, a computing machine, and then your soul begins to register the truth of what you truly are and what you are capable of, including love, emotions, past, present, and future, and your ability, your natural ability to process within your system, your body, instantaneously, and quantumly. That, dear ones, is you. We sent the quantum computer and the ability to create a time crystal so you would be activated to your inner knowing and your ability. This can no longer be held from your attention. Search out how a quantum system works and relate it to you, underline, and how you actually process information. However, you are a more dynamic and complete quantum computing system. Utilize you for good and benevolence. You have no, capital N-O, underlined, limits. Only that which are self-imposed. Once you know your capabilities, seek through your dreams, seek through meditation, seek and allow. There are no restrictions to you. Well, it's almost done. The time crystal exists in the restrictive system that it was created in. This is for you to understand, for you to appreciate. It slightly emulates you. You are much more capable of this amazing ability. You are a quantum system. So that was the two parts. That's really interesting. Anyway, thank you so much for stopping in. If you would like a personal session, I'm at theunlikelychanneler@gmail.com. Stay tuned because there's a lot more to come.